Hi and welcome to another episode of IJ Interviews. This show I will be talking to Damon Feldman. You're probably wondering who that is. He is the man behind celebrity boxing. I first watched celebrity boxing many years ago. It was Todd from Different Strokes and Vanilla Ice. And it was a grudge match. It was just two celebrities duking it out over 3 rounds, 3 2-minute rounds. And it was real fun. At the time I was watching it going to school in the UK, and it was a really good event, but I hadn't seen anything about it since, so I just wanted to follow up about it and find out what was going on with celebrity boxing and whether there was any more shows. So the best man to tell me about it was Damon Feldman. Also, before I go to the interview, begin the interview with Damon, I'd like to have a shout out to Fro or Fabulous. If it wasn't for Fro, she would never have brought the attention to me about Damon Feldman in terms of how to contact him. So shout out to Fro for that. Without further ado, let's hear what Damon has to say about celebrity boxing.
Good afternoon, Damon Feldman.
Hey, thank you. How you doing, Ingram?
I'm fine, thanks. I really wanted to talk to you about celebrity boxing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a former undefeated professional boxer. Got injured in an accident when I was younger. I'm 37 now. I'm just doing, I filled it up, man. I got into it when I matched a local TV and radio personality in Philadelphia against each other, John Bolaris and Diego Ramos. And it just spawned from there. I did the fight with Tanya Harding. Then I hooked up with Danny Bonaducci in 2008, and he came to Philadelphia. Started just packing the fights in, and then Jose Canseco, then Jackass movies, Phil Margera, John Wayne Bobbitt came on board, and I started getting into actors like Tila Tequila, Coolio, Jeremy Jackson, on and on. And Rodney King even fought for me, and yeah.
So what is it that attracts celebrities to boxing, do you think?
No, I think, the thing is, look, it's something that keeps the public eye. It's sort of like Hollywood. In fact, I got this new series starting in Hollywood. It's going to start in June. It's going to be every 8-9 weeks we're going to do a celebrity fight there. We'll fight card of 5 celebrity matches. But I think, they just love, being the attention, and also it keeps them busy, and, it's entertainment. I'm building the WWE of boxing. I mean, my goal and dream is to be Vince McMahon, and I'm cut between Vince McMahon and Don King.
What do the actual boxing public think of what you're trying to achieve?
Well, I think they're pretty excited. Like, it's not the boxing world; it's more the entertainment world. You never know who's going to come to these fights, but like as far as like boxing, I am really into boxing because I just hooked up with the Olympic gold medalists, Meldrick Taylor and Tyrell Biggs. And we have a pretty big theme coming out, a boxing series we're going to announce in a few weeks at a press conference. And, I'm just really excited, man. I love boxing. I've done this as a kid. My father, who's pretty much a boxing legend, trainer in this area, he's in the Boxing Hall of Fame of Pennsylvania. Marty Feldman, he trained 7 world champions, and I since I was a baby, I fell into boxing. I loved it. And, I got into an accident after I was 9 and 0. I just got really into promoting nonstop.
Well, there's a lot of talk about Chris Brown and Drake. How much of this is
they're both real nice guys. I met both of them. Very nice guys. They just stayed in. It was not the right time in their career. I mean, I partnered up with this guy, this multi-billionaire Alki David, and we tried to put it together. We did a few fights together in Los Angeles, and when this came out, it went worldwide. That we offered $1 million each, and they didn't want to. Brown wanted to do the match, but then he sort of talked his way out. But Drake, it wasn't up his alley. He's not a fighter. I don't think he wanted to fight.
But those two have been having back and forth, and I believe there was a publicized incident between the two of them.
Oh yeah, that was major publicity, man. I mean, everybody. I was doing interviews for like 2 straight days, hours, and it was incredible. I mean, it was an opportunity that would have been that would have been just the epitome of celebrity boxing. I mean, I tried to get Paris Hilton to fight Lindsay Lohan because it was a fun entertainment match. I tried to get Mark Wahlberg, Will Smith. It didn't happen. My ultimate goal is going to be getting the A-listers in there and, build this to WWE of boxing. So I want to create my own celebrities from the undercard matches.
You've got a perfect scenario there, or situation set up there, for grudge matches. Those people who have got problems with one another, well-known celebrities, they can get in the ring and sort it out.
Well, that's what we're working out, too, to do that. We want to do that because there's no chance. There's no way they're going to get hurt. They can get banged around a little bit. Look, it's part of these. If they're fighting in the street like all these guys do, come on, just get in the ring and get paid for it, or help a charity out. That's my goal to do all this. And, eventually it's going to, come true.
Now, I remember, as a kid, that I remember watching in England, the match between Todd Bridges and Vanilla Ice. How did that come about?
Yeah, that was like 10 years ago. Well, they were trying to put together, they were dabbling with that for a couple of years, and that's the same card, I think, Bonaducci fought Barry Williams, yes. And Paula Jones fought Tanya Harding.
Yes.
And, whatever. I mean, it's really interesting, the match. Yeah, but he just was way too much. Bridges is. And Bridges is a real nice guy. I talked to him several times. But he's not interested in doing celebrity boxing. But it just shows that, Vanilla Ice just wasn't a fighter. But he did it a little differently. And I tightened up a lot of stuff with the gloves a little bigger, the rounds smaller. I mean, to do 3 2-minute rounds, I mean, professionals can't do that if you're not in shape, you know what I mean? So it's interesting.
Was that an actual grudge match? Did they have a real bad feeling between one another? Or was that just a publicity thing?
I don't think so. I mean, they didn't really have a grudge. I mean, it was just, maybe a little more hype for the event. I mean, they really didn't even know each other, you know what I mean? So.
See, now in England, when I saw it, it seemed like the two of them had a real bit of beef between one another.
Yeah, they were building that up.
They did a good job.
They did a good job.
So, I mean, in terms of celebrities, is there anybody that that's interested in it, or that is going to get involved with the project, like in terms of promoting the event for the future?
Well, I try to get in touch with everybody from Hulk Hogan to, like when he had the sex tape controversy, I tried to match him and the guy that did the thing. I mean, I try to go after. I work with a lot of C and D listers right now, but I'm, like eventually build in the A and B. I mean, I've talked to Tom Sizemore in the past, guys like that. I mean, the thing is, the hook to celebrity boxing is with the draw. Sometimes it's the 15-minute fame people because they get the most publicity. I could have a regular actor come in and like a Willie Ames, and there wasn't really much interest, but, you have like an Octomom or Michael Lohan, the media's all over. It's just really weird. But I would never deal with Octomom again, so.
Are there any people in boxing, or any people that you would actually like to pair together? If you could have your dream match, you've got 2 dream matches. What would your 2 dream matches be today?
Well, my dream, definitely, man. Chris Brown and Drake.
Yes.
And I'd love to match Paris Hilton and Lindsay Lohan.
Those are the 2 matches you'd really like to have.
Yeah. That would be just that would be the pinnacle of making celebrity boxing on the map big. We're building this. I mean, I'm in talks with a couple TV companies about reality show. Okay. And, I mean, how I put these events together because I'm not a normal Hollywood guy. I mean, I live in Philadelphia, but yet my stuff's really big in Hollywood. You know what I mean? Like when I go out to Hollywood, I have the game in town, and that's what I'm looking to build. But I live here. I have kids here, I raised my kids, and I'm real happy about that. And my dad's here, and I don't want to leave Philadelphia, but honestly, there's nothing like LA, man. There's like West Hollywood, Beverly Hills. I'm chilling in Bella Roma. Sylvester Stallone's walking in. We're talking about boxing for an hour. I'm good friends with Frank Stallone because he's a commentator for me. For my fights, we've been friends for a while. But it's really crazy, man. You see Mickey Rourke come in, that guy, he'll start talking about boxing for an hour. But these guys are more boxing fans And like Mickey Rourke, who really fought then. You have like Frank Sloan. They know more about boxing than most boxing people.
They do. And obviously, they've obviously come and seen boxing bouts as well, so they really are connoisseurs of the sport.
Yeah, well, Frank used to fight, but Frank knows boxing, and I tell him this all the time. He should be a TV boxing commentator because he knows as much or better than anybody. Because he knows from the 4-round fighter to the world champion. The guy studies boxing.
Wow. Did you ever remember? Do you remember the Contender series?
Yeah.
That did X. I mean, I don't know what it was like in America, but in England, it was amazing. It was a fantastic show. It was well done. It had Sugar Ray Leonard. It had Stallone one series. Now, what I was thinking for this celebrity boxing you've got, an idea is to have all these celebrities that you're going to have for these events in a room, like, you know, for over a week period, like how they did the Contender, and then every night you can have a different show for every fight. That would be
interesting. I have thought about that. Yeah, man. It's a great idea. I have thought about that. You know, like all the celebrities I work with, it's very interesting. It really is. You know,
you can actually get to know the celebrities a lot more than just what the media painted them. You get to see a little bit more of them, almost with the makeup off, and you get to hear them kind of interact with one another and actually.
You know what? I didn't matter to get something. Sort of something like that. I wanted to start a TV show called Boxing with the Stars.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, where you're training and you see them like training for it. Doesn't have to. They can eventually fight, but it's the training behind the doors, the aggravation. That's what it's all about.
I tell you, there's a few of these boxing pundits around that have never ever taken a punch in anger, and they're the first to point their finger and call this person a bum, and call that person, and tell this person.
God! Listen, if you never stepped in the ring, you're calling somebody a bum, this, that, the other thing. Look, man, anybody who steps in the ring has heart. Okay, so the thing is, and boxing is not like baseball, basketball. Look, there's no pension there. You know, you got to fight and have another job. I mean, so that's all there is to it. I mean, unless you're Olympic gold medalist or came out.
Yeah, I know.
It'll be different, but
some of these guys are actually, you know, they've never taken a punch in anger. They're out there. They're professional. They're experts. But I don't understand how you can be an expert in something you've never taken a punch in anger and get paid for it.
Look at Max Kellerman. The worst guy of all time is Larry Merchant. He is. Because I love Floyd Mayweather, man, and like I don't care what anybody says about Mayweather, but the guy did it. I mean, bottom line is, how do you even have the ball? I would kick your ass. I mean, honestly, I wanted to spit in Larry Merchant's face when I saw that. Really, because obviously I might have smacked him because you don't do that to a great fighter like Mayweather. You tell him what he's doing or what he shouldn't have. Man, how do you know? You never even fucking threw a punch. You know what I mean? And like, then you got look at Bernard Hopkins, man. This guy's amazing. We trained together for years. I promoted his Return to Philadelphia event where he took on a local tough man champ in an exhibition. We did 4,000 people at the Philadelphia Spectrum.
Wow.
He's just an amazing guy. Look, Hopkins, he never could talk anything bad. He never been, he was in trouble before. A guy comes out, the guy's a movie. You know what I mean? Who does things like this? This guy is a movie. You know what I mean?
Celebrated.
It's just amazing what Hopkins has done. And Mayweather is incredible, man. The guy's making hundreds of millions. You know what I mean?
So why is it, do you think, that Mayweather doesn't get the credit he deserves?
Well, credit as far as I think he's pretty hyped up. I mean, I don't know. I mean, he fights anybody. He beats everybody. I mean, I think you have a tough fight with this guy, though.
Yeah, against Guerrero?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a tough fight, I'll be honest with you.
I get the feeling that's going to be a tough one as well.
I think Mayweather wins, but it's going to be tough.
Yeah, I think Guerrero's come with something a little different. And, the year out, being behind bars, the year out, what's he got left? I mean, everyone's saying it's the same Mayweather, but he's been a year out and he's been in prison as well. So all that stuff is sort of like, it's all question marks.
Well, yeah. I mean, he's been out. I mean, it's the truth. Look, people don't understand, Mayweather. But the thing is, when you're off for a certain amount of time, and he's older now, he's like 36, your body gets old fast, you know what I'm saying?
Yes. yes, absolutely.
So you don't know. I mean, like, look, he never been beaten up, but look, there's only a certain amount. How can he keep? Like, how would? Unless he's just unbelievable, because Hopkins can do it, but how's he going to get up for a fight with Guerrero when there's no? I mean, the guy's a six-time champ, all that, but there's nothing. I don't know. It's just I'd be tough to get it. I mean, look, he's going to make 40, 50 million because that's just what he makes every fight. But how do you really get up for a guy like Guerrero? It's tough.
You know, that's what makes Mayweather the special fighter that he is. I'm sure he'll find a way on
Right,
the night.
for me, his dad's a great trainer. Roger's a good trainer. I like Freddie Rhodes. I think he's a good trainer. Like, good hand, like, pads. But he doesn't know how to win a fight. If you ever talk to him, you know, boxing, look, man, I've been around it my whole life. Boxing, you know, it's not just training. You gotta, how do you beat the guy? Like, in the corners, you don't say, after you're done, jab, you know, follow up, jab, 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 you know, to take over the fight. But, you know, it's just weird boxing now, man. It's really different. But I love being in celebrity boxing. I got some good things coming up, and I'm real excited about it. And I forgot my one fight I want to make, Jose Canseco and Shaquille O'Neal. So I talked to both of them. Shaq's a nice guy, but he challenged Canseco, but he doesn't want to step up to the plate now.
Oh, you have to.
Canseco wants that.
Well, in that case, make it happen. Make it happen, Damon.
Well, I'm trying, man. I love Shaq, man. Nice guy, all that. Arrogant, but he's cool. He does his thing. I'm friends with his girl, Hoops. The bottom line is, look, you called out Seiko. You want to fight him, bop, bop, bop. Come on, man. Step up and step in the ring, because Seiko wants it bad.
Wow. Also,
yeah.
Before I do finish the interview, I must ask you contact details in terms of Facebook, Twitter.
Yeah. People can follow me on Twitter, Hollywood Box 11, and you know my name, Damon Feldman. I have a few Facebooks on there, and you can request me as a friend, and I interact with a lot of people. So, and I love talking to people that follow what I do. It's really good.
Well, I look forward to hearing more developments about celebrity boxing, and I look forward to having the opportunity to interview all the celebrities that take part in this show to find out more about them and some back history about them. It will be great.
Sounds good. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Damon Feldman.